Since they want to correct their theories that a man not needed, throw their ass in the wilderness and see what can be done. Oh, well, a man can't survive without a woman. Well, throw his ass in the wilderness and see what the fuck is going to get done. And guess what? He don't need you. You need him.
If you want the best of my heart, you just gotta see the good in me.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Bougie Q. Yes, here on She's So For Real Z. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today is FriYAY, bitches. I have a hot topic, and I know a lot of black women going to feel some kind of way. And listen, let me just give you this disclaimer really fast. Listen, women that's 26 plus, I don't want to hear it. You know, I don't want to hear it. You know, a lot of black women are stuck in their ways, and it's cool and it's okay. This conversation is more so for my daughter that's soon to be 4 years old, and you know, and younger girls. You know, I don't have, you know, the time and the strength trying to convert people, to convince people. When I say people, of course I'm speaking of black women. You know, I get it. I 100% get it. I would never thought that I would speak the words that women need men more than men need women, because I had it in my head that, you know, I'm the head bitch in charge. You know what I'm saying? And now realizing that I am the helpmate and my husband have all the abilities that I have as well. Now, only thing my husband don't, you know, have is a womb, you know, and my husband cannot produce. So when I started looking at these things and speaking to him about these things, he was looking at me like, well, damn, what if that is the truth? First of all, I don't mind having a conversation like this with my husband, because he's not a husband that is overboard. You know what I mean? Like, he could be a bit traditional, but he's not a person that's going to be like, yeah, you need me, yeah, da 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 da, do what I say, submit to me, blah blah blah. He's not like that. He's very love kind. He's a great provider. He's a great father, a great husband, a best friend. You know, he's everything that a woman can ask for, you know? So with that being said, I understand that the things that I can do, my husband can do, and we're going to take reproducing out. We know that men cannot reproduce. We know this, and you know, but we want to talk about the similarities, what we both can do. When we are not one, we are not married or in a relationship or whatever the case may be, because you know, at this point, enough is enough. You know, I am all about the woman, and I still am about the woman. And the reason why I'm taking these steps, defending the black men, because they need to be appreciated, they need to be honored, they need to be loved, they need to be respected. And you know, enough is enough. You know, we're creating this narrative. You know, you have many platforms and different men and women uplifting these black women, and you know, who can, you know, check the black woman, who can bring accountability into the black woman's world, you know. So at the end of the day, I'm a bold one. I'm the one that's transparent, and I'm going to use my experience and my life as an example to why men is capable of living without women, and women are not capable to live, you know, without men. And even hearing that, you know, I'm okay with that. I respect that. I like seriously see that. Spirit have definitely been taking me on a journey. And the reason why it does not bother me, because I have the most beautiful intelligent husband. Okay, he deserves submission. He deserves, to be appreciated and be loved, and give him as much nurturing that I can give him the encouragement. My husband deserves everything, because you know why? My husband is a provider. My husband is a protector. My husband is an alpha male that's going to make sure his family, his wife, his children are taken care of. First of all, think about it. If the woman is the helpmate to the man, that means that the man already have these abilities to be able to survive on his own. Now, what a woman is to a man, which is the helpmate, is to help him, to encourage him, to nurture him, to, cook or clean and do all of these things while he's the natural provider. Naturally, women do not want to go out into the workforce. Naturally, women, wants to stay home and take care of the household. Okay. Men are the ones that naturally supposed to be working and doing all what a man is supposed to do to provide for his family. Okay. So I'm just going to speak on the importance why I need my husband. And yes, I do have a very clear understanding, why, my husband, my husband can honestly survive without me. And I'm okay with that. I because I know my position. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say, well, you can't survive without me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I have tapped into my masculinity for years, and I am very feminine. I just had to learn how to bring that out of me, and have the balance between masculine and feminine, or whatever the case is. And my husband is doing everything masculine. He's an alpha male that I'm able to sit back and be feminine and be masculine if I have to, but I don't have to. He has all of that. You know what I mean? So in the natural order, men protect because they are stronger and created naturally to protect the woman. Men are naturally created to hunt and maintain. So, of course, we are not in the state of this world and, at this moment of going out to hunt and do things or whatever. But just say if we were just thrown out in the wilderness and whatever the case is, naturally, men are created to hunt, to get the food. And he will bring it home to his wife so she can prepare the meal. But just think about it really fast. If the wife was not in it at all, a woman, period, is not in it at all, black women, would he still be able to survive without you? And I would say yes, because he was able to go hunt and he's able to cook. He has that ability. So now let's switch it to the black women, okay? If you're out in the wilderness by yourself, no man at all, you are not naturally capable to hunt, because your bone structure, your skull, your column, all these things are not. You can cook, but can you hunt? Can you go out there and get it naturally, not being trained, not being forced, or any of these things? I'm talking about naturally. We do not naturally have the mindset. Like, I get upset when my husband kill a fly and they so gross. Flies are gross. I'm like, oh baby, just open the door so we can. No, then open the door and then more flies gonna come in. It's about to get killed. Poor fly. So are you really capable of going out there, killing something alive, okay, bringing it back and cooking it? No. So men are needed to go hunting, to bring it home to cook. But a man can hunt and cook. So this is what I mean when I say that women need men more than men need women. I'm not meaning in any type of disrespect or praising the black man or putting the black woman down. Let's just, black women are very delusional. Black women are very delusional. Let me put it like this. Black women are very practical. They focus more on theory than actually doing what men are naturally created to do. And just like the example I gave. If you think, women, that you can go hunt, take your ass in the wilderness right now, black woman, and go hunt and get that food and cook that food. And show that a black man is not needed. Show that you can do it all on your own. You're able to hunt your food and cook your food. You have theories, but in reality, you do not want to face that shit. And I'm the one to be real. I'm the one that is very transparent. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that. So I need my man. I'm okay that my man can survive without me, but I can't survive without him if we in that wilderness. So I'm going to be his helpmate. I'm going to nurture him. I'm going to encourage him. We go out there and get our food to hunt. When he come home, if he's scraped, tired, I'm going to bandage him up. I'm going to rub him down. And then I'm going to prepare the food and we're going to eat. That shows appreciation. When my husband around this damn house fixing stuff, first thing I say, what will we do without you? We got plumbing issues in this house. My husband maintains that until it's actually digged up and fixed and all of that. Okay? My husband been maintaining that. You think I can go outside in the backyard digging that shit up and maintaining that? No. And if I didn't have a man, I would still have to call another man, like a repairman, to do that shit. So yes, men are needed. Men are needed. In my world, men are needed. When I'm creating, this conversation and speaking to my daughter, if you are listening to this in the near future, men are needed. Period. So I'm not going to come up with any theories and, we can be trained to do this and we can do that. I'm looking at the natural abilities of what we're supposed to do. So if we're tapping into our natural abilities and when we train to build up the natural abilities that we have, we become a greater being. I'm not trying to train on something that I'm not naturally supposed to be doing because I don't want my lifespan short. And that's what will happen. Black women, take your ass out there in the wilderness and hunt. That motherfucker be hunting you, but then you hunt it. Lifespan short. You don't even have the body structure to do what a man can do. And we definitely going to talk about the black men have lost the black woman to the white woman still to this day. We are definitely going to talk about that, but we're going to put a pin in that because she ain't done. So yes, men has the natural abilities to survive without women, and that's just food alone. Hunting and cooking alone. Men's hands are 7 times stronger than ours. Men has the strength to build, to live. Men have the ability to create shelter, to build shelter for his family. I am in Houston. When I'm driving around Houston and doing what I'm doing and seeing all this damn construction going on, I only see men. I don't see women out there digging shit, doing all of the extra shit. And they're not even saying women can't do it. But you're not doing it. Because you damn well know you can't do it. Because that's not your natural ways to do things. You're not built for that. This conversation is not to make black women feel like they're weak or, they helpless. What? This is not what this is about. So yes, men, can live without women. Because we are the men helpmate. Meaning that the men already know what he needs to, the men already have the ability, what he can do. But we're coming in just to help what he already have. I know this makes sense. I know this makes sense. I know this makes sense. Do you really think as a woman, I want to go repair a car? I want to cut grass. I want to repair the house. Do you think I really want to do that? And then, like I said, if I didn't have a man in my home, I would still call a man to repair my house, to fix the car, and cut the grass. I'm still going to call on a man regardless, if I'm married or not. So men are needed, goddammit. See, if there was no women on the world, if there was no women in the world, men will be able to upkeep what's already created and built. They're able to keep this up. Us women, on the other hand, no. Cut it out. Cut it out. Put your ego to the side. Get off your high horse and just really think about this. In your home, your husband is not in your home. And you got to go into the attic and do this and do that. Do you want to? Of course you may do it because you have to, but you don't want to. And I'm going to keep it 100. I don't want to. When something messed up around my household, I'm calling my husband and letting him know, and he's going to fix it when he get home. I'm not touching it. That is not my natural ways to start touching and repairing and maintaining stuff. It really upsets black women to know that you need a man. Wow. I just don't want to do things that men naturally supposed to do. I don't want to do that. I want to stay in my lane. I want to be in the position that I was put here to do. I wasn't put here to do the opposite. I am my husband's helpmate. I help him. I helped my husband all the time, without no questions. Even when he fixing on shit in the house, or outside the house, or fixing the cars. Baby, do you need anything? Hell, I encourage my husband, nurturing him to fixing on cars, and he's phenomenal at it now. When he's doing things around the house, I am his helpmate. Baby, do you need anything? Are you thirsty? I'm going to encourage him, whatever. And I don't have a problem saying that I need my husband. And I don't even have a problem with knowing that he don't need me. Because he was created to have the abilities that I have. And I have the abilities to give more to him, not him giving it to me. Because I'm his helpmate. And I'm sure black women are furious right now. And I don't care. Because I want my daughter to know men are needed. Rather, if you have a man or not, you are going to end up calling a man to do things you can't do naturally. Women love creating theories, but not actually doing the shit. Now, maybe I will take black women seriously if you take your ass to the wilderness and go hunt and prove me wrong. And the crazy thing is that women will die without men. But many black women will say they, which is men, will die without us women. Is that really true? Are you delusional? Who taught you that? Did I just not read the similarities that a man can do, what a woman can do when they're not together? And we're going to take producing out. We're going to take that out. A man can cook, he can clean, he can teach, he's a nurturer. But you can't do what he do. You can't hunt because you're not as strong as he is. You cannot build shelter because his hands are 7 times stronger than yours. And not saying that you can't be trained for these things. But your lifespan will deteriorate. Because you're out of order. You're not in the natural order. And listen, I was an alpha female, okay? I would never thought in a million years that I'd be speaking like this. But I'm real. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm wrong. It is what it is. If you can't accept that, goodbye. Because I'm not here to convince you or to convert you. I'm here to speak to the young girls to let them know black men need to be loved, appreciated, and respected, period. Especially they are good ones. Now, I also want to talk about this really fast. This is a Hulu show called Bear Grylls. That's Grylls. And I found this show, okay, just Googling shows like men versus women or whatever the case is. And basically, men and women are like in 2 different locations. Well, no, they in the same location. No, they in the same location, but recording at different times. If that makes sense, okay? If that makes sense, okay? So basically, this show shows that women surviving without men and men surviving out from women. So a group of women working together, I think 13, and a group of 13 men working together. So I scanned through, the episodes between 1 and 5, just scan through to see what's going on. And women are a mess. You sit up here thinking you can do it. There you go with your theories. Oh, if we was trained or if we were learned. No. These are women with a PhD. Women that was hairdressers. Women with different titles. Dropped off in the middle of nowhere. Only had 1 day's worth of water between 13 people. Women was bickering that the point that I think seven, well, I don't know, a few of them went off to find the beach they needed to go to, and the other one stayed. They couldn't even stay together. They couldn't even communicate right. Everybody wanted to be leaders. But didn't know what the hell they were doing. There was a lot of crying, a lot of, I want to go home. They couldn't do it. And by the time I went to episode 5, they have not built no shelter. They haven't eaten in 4 damn days. All this between 1 and 5 episodes. And that's season 2 of Bear Grylls on Hulu. But when it's time to look at the men, these damn men got shelter. They created a fish net. They catching fish. They all teamed up to catch a damn alligator. You women think you could team up and catch an alligator? And the alligator wasn't even fucking big. It was like one of those little baby alligators and shit. Like, can you even... I'm not a person that creates theories at this point when it comes to what a man can do and what a woman can do and who need who the most. I'm not even about to create a theory say I can go out there in the wilderness. I was looking at that shit and all my skin, like my nerves was just ill. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. If I have to survive, I would do it. But I don't have to do it if I was in the wilderness, because I would have my husband on the side and he would do what a man naturally supposed to do. Now, I might sweet talk the alligator or try to trap like, hello, hi, come on, food, hi. And then my husband jump in there and grab it and kill it. I'm not doing what he's going to do. And then on the women's side, it was a few of those women that were married. And I bet in their goddamn head that was like, I want my husband to do this. I want my husband to do that. I know they were. Because that's the shit I'll be doing. See, I had to be an alpha male. I had to be an alpha female because I was put in that position to do so. But naturally, that's not what I wanted, because I now see that I'm way more feminine than being masculine. I had to be forced to use that energy. I was forced to do that. These women got lost. And the men had to, the film crew, the men had to step in. Because if they didn't step in, them women were going to die. They would have died. It wasn't a female crew that stepped the fuck in. It was the men crew. Rather, if you have a husband or not, at the end of the day, you are going to still need a man to do the shit that you cannot do, because you are not built to do it. And it is okay. If you have a good man that's going to provide for you, that's going to protect you, that's going to do all the things that he naturally have the abilities to do, you better appreciate him. With all that, I can do what you can do. No, you can't, black women. No, you can't. You're delusional. And you love creating these theories that you yet not have put to test. But don't speak too soon, because then maybe so you will have to see for yourself. So I am okay with the title, women need men more than men need women. I'm okay with that. Because my husband can cook and clean. He's a nurturer. He can teach. He has all the shit that I can do. Only special thing I can do is reproduce. I have a womb. And by me having all of that, he has the ability to provide and to protect and to build shelter for his wife. And his wife is that helpmate to what he already have, and it was given to him naturally. So no, you cannot do it on your own. Black women, you can't. So check out that show, Bear Grylls. And it wasn't a contest that, women can do it quicker than men or make it do quick. It's just the point of showing the delusional state women are in. I don't even like flies or bugs touching me. Okay? Let alone being in the wilderness and going through woods and shit trying to figure it out. I went to camp when I was in the 5th grade. I wanted to come home. I didn't want to do that. Okay? I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do none of that. Okay? So check that out because it's very interesting. And it brings the women back to reality. It really does. 4 days the women didn't eat. But the men catching fish and they eating. So who needs who? But I bet if the man was there, they would have ate on day 1. And they wouldn't be crying. And having panic attacks. This is what delusional mindset would do to you. Since they want to correct their theories that a man not needed, throw their ass in the wilderness and see what can be done. Oh, well, a man can't survive without a woman. Well, throw his ass in the wilderness and see what the fuck is going to get done. And guess what? He don't need you. You need him. And I know that may be a tough pill to swallow because it was definitely tough for me. Woo! Now let me go ahead and get into this. The black men have lost the black woman to the white woman still to this day. We all know the feminist movement and all this bullshit, you know? And what's interesting is that this black, I don't know her name and I don't want to know her name. I don't care. You can research yourself. But what I'm going to say is that this white woman, oh my gosh, back in the day, like I'm saying the 60s, I even spoke to my mom because she was born like 1970. And I was like, Mom, y'all internet was like magazines and stuff like that, right? She was like, yes. So I was like, what Mom was crazy is that, this white woman, created, things in the magazine stores and stuff, how strong the woman is, and a woman can do this without a man, and a woman can be a provider and have a career, and women can basically do what men can do, right? Basically, And black women fell for the okie doke. Black women got played. Black women fell for the trap, and this was back in the 60s, okay? And this is going on still to this day. This is going on still to this day, okay? The black man is showing you, black woman, that they are needed, and you're still fighting them. And he fighting you to let you know, look, baby, you need me. You fighting, no, the hell I know I can do it by myself. Because you still have the mindset that you can do what a man can do. You still have it in your mindset that, if he can do it, I can do it. No, you can't, my sister. And I am a strong woman. But I can't do it on my own. I don't even fucking want to do it on my own. I don't even know how y'all can do it on your own. By choice. Not by force. But by choice. Because whatever how you women living, if you had a husband, he deceased, and you're a widow, then that's something different. But if you did it by choice to do it on your own, you doing that struggle, I'm not me. And I'm not going to say I'm not strong enough to do it. Because who want to face... Okay, anyway. The black men have lost the black woman to the white woman. Because the white woman brought her ass into the black community when black women were wives in the home, being the men helpmate, while the men was actually going out working, providing, protecting. And this white woman came and, oh, you can do this, you can do that, and then black women just fell along with that shit. Black women like, oh, okay, da 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 da. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sister, you can do what the black men can do. And the black women start getting out the household and da 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 da, and doing their own shit, right? Okay. But when this white woman was telling these stories inside of the magazines, which was their internet at the time, this white woman was married, happily married, with children. And she's creating these stories. And these stories have women how they are today. Alone. A baby mama. No protection. No leadership. I don't want that shit for my daughter. And I am creating my daughter reality to show her this is what it is. Black women really think they can do it without black men. And it's so sick. Very delusional. Mind-blowing. And I don't want my black sisters to feel any kind of way and be triggered. But I'm just going to say it feels good to have a black man on my side. It felt good when COVID-19 hit and my husband was able to go out there and get all the supplies that we need. And I was able to be home with my kids. I didn't have to deal with that. But I bet a lot of you black women that are manless. Y'all didn't feel that? You had to go out there and get your own water, your own food, your supplies. Ugh. That wasn't a wake-up call for y'all, because this definitely was a wake-up call for me. Anytime some shit going on, I don't care, hurricanes in Houston, whatever we may have, or my husband went out and got the shits. Black women still to this day really think a black man is not needed. A black man is choice. See, let me tell y'all something real fast. Non-black women are taught that they men are needed to honor, respect, and appreciate their man. Especially that he's a good one. He's providing, he's loving, he's caring, he's protecting, he's repairing. These are what non-black women are taught. But us black women, we're not taught that. And I can speak for myself. Because I had to have a conversation with my mother and ask her, hey mom, why did you leave my father? He did get married young, But why did you leave? Do you know it's more high percentage that black women leave their black husbands over stupid shit? And I believe it. Because when I was married to my husband, I was saying I was going to leave him over stupid shit. My husband didn't cheat on me. He didn't beat my ass. He didn't do anything. He provided. He did what he's supposed to do as a natural man, using his natural abilities. But I had to tap into the alpha female and be like, I want it this way or no way. I'm leaving over stupid shit. So I would have listen. If my husband wasn't the husband that he is today, because my husband, even when we were boyfriend girlfriend, when he was going to college, and I was like, baby, we can separate. You go experience college, blah blah blah. He didn't want to. He didn't want to let me go. He didn't want to let me go then, and he don't want to let me go now. Because I'm a great helpmate. Even though I had my issues, even though I was very masculine, he was very patient with me. Because he knew eventually I was going to get it, and I got it. I understand it. And we are living the happiest time together than we did before. We are living in the natural order. We are tapped into our natural abilities. We know our position. We know our roles. I'm not trying to, compete with him. He ain't competing with me. But I promise you, I honestly know that he can survive without me. But I cannot survive without him. And it is okay. Because he is a man that loves his woman. He is a man that is going to provide and protect his woman. And I am okay for him to know that I need him. And since he knows this, he still continue to do everything he did before, plus more, times 10. Of course my husband know I'm not weak. Of course my husband know I keep our home together. Of course my husband know I'm strong in many things. Of course my husband knows I'm talented. He knows these things. So my husband did lose me to the thinking of the white woman. But I am back. I was lost and now I'm found. I had a conversation with my mother. Let's go back to that. I asked my mom, why you left my dad? Of course, she left him with some stupid shit. According to me, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was no valid reasons. But anyway, that was her story, her life. So when I got married at 21, and my mom just never had that talk with me, like, this is your role, this is your position. She always had in her mindset that the man is to provide. She always said they have a job and do this and do that. And no doubt about it, I got that, for sure. But she never told me what my roles were. She never told me what I supposed to do to be there for him. But it was more so for him to do for me. Like, why we think men just don't have feelings? Why we think they just don't have emotions? Like, they might not be overly emotional like we are as women. But why you think that they don't feel, they don't get stressed, they don't have anxiety, they don't have worries? Why do we? Now I even asked myself that. Because once upon a time, I thought men didn't feel what I feel. So I was very dismissive to them. But it ain't true. When I really connected with my husband years ago to feel what he feel, I felt all that he feel. Even when he was sick for 3 weeks, I felt all of that. So I had the compassion and the nurturing natural abilities to be there for him, to get him back on his feet, because at the end of the day, he is the provider. And best for sure, with all the love and the caring and the support that I gave my husband, he got back on his feet and be able to go back and provide for his family. So I would be damned to say that my husband is not needed. See, Becky and them came to the black community, speaking to our black women as, oh, go to school, get your degrees, and you can buy your own home, you can get your own car, you can raise your own kids, you can do all of that. You was trained to think that, but that's not your natural ability. That's not what you was put here to do. And I know people think that we in this world to make all the money in the world, to have all the real estate in the world, to do this, to go shopping, to travel and all of this. No. But we can talk about that on the later dates. But Becky and them, messed up the minds of black women. And I know that's true because my mama didn't teach her any roles of being a wife when she got married, because my grandmother never married. But her mama and daddy married. I think that was odd. I don't know. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. But I'm stopping that shit right now. My daughter is not going to have the mindset that men are not needed. And I am going to have to introduce my children to the feminist movements. And let my daughter know they are full of shit. Because you can always go reference to Bear Grylls on Hulu. That women, not even a group of 13, can get their shit together. You can't build shelter together. You was barely able to build a fire. You separated. You couldn't catch no food because your asses didn't eat for 4 whole days. You need a man. But see, Becky and them told you didn't. But Becky and them at home with their men being taken care of because they ain't got to do the hard shit that you have to. And let me tell y'all something real fast. We all know white people are sneaky as hell. And they took many concepts and ideals from black culture around the world. And black women did need their men. And black women couldn't survive without their men. This is the reason why God created men to have the natural abilities that they have to protect their woman. Do you understand? So white people took your shit and used it in their household. Teach their girls to love and appreciate and respect their men. And then came around for some damn entertainment to build their career. And mess your world up. And you had what they had. But they played a game on your ass. And you got played like a deck of cards. Now you so messed up in the psyche that you can't even take the conversation that I'm saying or I'm speaking on. Because you're so messed up. You can't even see clearly. And like I always say, you must die to come back to relearn. Because if you're alive and if you can't forget what you learned and relearn, you're just going to have to die and come back and relearn. And you will be my daughter. And she will teach you the right way that black men are needed in the household. You about to get mad about this? Women, we are an option. Men are not an option to us. He's not an enemy, miny, mo. No, he's needed. But for a woman, he can be enemy, miny, mo. Do I need to hit this nagging hole? Know your position. Know your position. And maybe if you have it in your mindset and knowing that men are needed, you'll be more appreciative. And then that man will do more for you because you are not a delusional, oh, I want to create theories having ass black woman. So Becky and them took you away from the home, took you away from your black man, and he's fighting for you to come back home, to be taken care of. But you so messed up, black woman. You are so black. You so messed up. You are truly messed up in the head. I was messed up in the head. I could have messed all this shit up. I could have. I was lost. Now I'm found. You can't do it on your own, sisters. As much as you think you can't, boo. I'm not going out there and doing no manly job. I'm not going out there to hunt if I was in the wilderness. I'm not going in this house to repair shit that a man naturally supposed to do. That's his responsibility. I'm not doing it. So I need my man. I need my husband. I need him. What would I do without him? For real, seriously. Because I know that he can do it without me. And I'm going to keep that 100. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not even about to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Why? For what? If you have a black man, rather if he's your husband, your boyfriend, or whatever the case may be, even a black father, even a repairman come to your home, appreciate that, because you don't have to do it and put hurt on your body that is not meant to do. Because all you doing is slowly killing yourself. And when you look at Bear Grizzly on Hulu, these women didn't eat for 4 days. They ain't gonna die quicker than before they even get to their lifespan. Men are built for that. So you need that man. You need the man. I bet they wish their husbands was there, their boyfriend was there, or even though damn men were there. I was wishing for them. But sisters, my black sisters, I'm still about, women empowerment. And this is the reason why I'm doing this. And you can feel some kind of way. You can, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about our younger generation, what they need to know. Because the black men have lost the black woman to these Beckys still to this day. And you so messed up, black women, you can't even see straight. You so in a delusional state that you can't even see straight. And you're going to lose what was given to you. A man to be there for you, what you can't do. But go out there and do what you do. Go out there and do what you think you can do, what a man can do, and put less on your lifespan. And fuck yourself up because your body structure ain't nothing like a man's.